Dear students, welcome to virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. The class is for 9th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class. Dear students, video on first chapter of your maths textbook part 1. And it is a quick revision using your textbook because textbook will be with you always and you are familiar with it, and you can again and again look into the textbook to rewind and remember what actually you studied. So this is a quick revision using the textbook. In such chapter you studied mainly the concept of set, a group, and how we can represent the concept of set using ruler method or set builder method form and a listing method or roster form. This particular screen is to remind you about that. This way of presenting set is called rule method or set builder form. This method is called listing method or roster method. Details are given in your first video and link to that video is given below in the description. Further, you studied that there are different types of set and its definition and examples are on the screen. Singleton set, as the name indicates, containing single element. Here is the example. Empty set or null set is a set which doesn't have any element. This is the way of presenting a null set or empty set. Finite set is that set which contains a specific number of elements. For example, P is such that P is a number from 1 to 22 divisible by 4. Number divisible by 4 as well as below 22 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Nothing more, nothing less. Hence it is finite set. Finite set means having limited countable elements in a set. Null set do not have any member or element. Singleton, single. Here comes the last category, which is named as infinite set. As the name indicates, unlimited, uncountable number of elements. For example, natural numbers starting from 1, where it will end, infinite it is, innumerable it is, unlimited it is. So these are the 4 main categories of set, naming of the set. Understood? This is another thing you should remember. Going further, we use certain alphabets in English to represent sets. Most commonly used are given here for natural number, whole numbers, integers, then rational numbers and real numbers. All these are infinite sets. Another thing you studied in the chapter is Venn diagrams. A system developed by John Venn, where we represent set with the help of Venn diagrams or diagrams which show the elements in specific boundaries. They are very useful to understand and easy to illustrate and show the relationship between sets, especially when we have to say the relationship between two sets. Venn diagrams are of great use. For example, set A is numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can show it in Venn diagram like this. Set B is X such that numbers between greater than minus 10 and less than 0. So we have written those numbers and put it in a box. It becomes Venn diagrams. So this also you understood. All this now you feel simple and interesting because you practiced it or you have already gone through it. Venn diagrams are very useful in representing certain relationship I told you. Look at this particular Venn diagram where students in a class is shown with a polygonal picture, and within that class there are students who can swim shown within. So there is a main set and a subset over here. There is a universal set and a subset over here. The concept of subset can be very easily represented in Venn diagrams. Just by one look we could understand that there are few students who can swim, but all students don't know there are many students in the class. So this kind of representation made easy by Venn diagrams, and this is an example for subset. Subset is a set which is part of a big set or a universal set. Please remember that every set is a subset of itself, and subset is denoted by a symbol like this. A is subset of A means every set is subset of itself, and every set can have an empty set shown here. And if A set is equal to B, A can be subset of B, B can be subset of A when both are equal. And A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, it means that they both are equal. So subset is just like your class. You are in class 9 and your division is A. So 9th at A is a subset of, if we consider the whole 9th class as main set or universal set. In the whole 9th class there can be 9th A, 9th B, 9th C classes. So all these are subset of 9th standard if we consider the whole as 9th standard. In that these subsets are. That means 9th A, elements in 9th A will be subset of class 9. These are all very simple concepts under sets. Universal set, I already used the term more than once during the explanation because it is already done. This is a revision class. Quick revision using your textbook, or I said. These all are textbook pages which you can see again and again. A cricket team of 15 students is to be selected from a school. Here all the students from the school who play cricket is the universal set. A team of 15 cricket players is a subset of that universal set. Generally, universal set is denoted by a U, and in Venn diagram it is represented by a rectangle. Wherever there is a rectangle and U, it indicates that it is showing the universal set, and a subset will be shown with any other shape within that. Here the team of cricket players are subset of the universal set, who are students in the school who play cricket. All those who play cricket will not be there in the team, so they are the subset. Here is another demonstration or an explanation of it. Suppose that there is a universal set of numbers starting from 1 to 10. In that, there is a subset called 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which we can say as even numbers making a subset. So remaining 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which we can say as odd numbers, are not there in the subset. They will be in the universal set but not in the subset. These numbers are named as complementary set or complement set or complement of subset or complement of set A, we can say. When the set and its complement when added together, it will result in universal set. That means A and A dash, which is the complement set, both together will make universal set. B and B dash together will create universal set, or universal set minus one of its subset will result in complemented set. So complement, as the name indicates, it will complete the universal set, and B, if it is a set, B dash is its complement set, which both together will make the universal set. So as far as universal set is concerned, there are certain properties. And the same way complement set also have. Complement, as I told you, complement is a very good term in English. किसी ने भी किसी को कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिए बोले तो अच्छा बोला होगा, ऐसा मीनिंग है. तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट से पूरा हो जाता है. So when there is a set A and its complement, this A will be a set, A complement will be another set. Both together will make the universal set already told. That means both these sets, A and A dash, which we name, both are subset of universal set. And complement of set U, otherwise universal set को कुछ complement है क्या? U dash? Nahi, because that contains everything. So its complement means a null set it is. Understood? So null set को कुछ complement है क्या? That means null dash. Then it will be universal set. These are all conceptual matters, but basically you should understand that universal set, which represent the whole universe or whole set, represented as U and with a rectangular box in Venn diagram. Subset will be drawn inside it, if any subset is there. And the complement of subset will be all those elements which are not included in the subset. Certain operations are there, not like the operations of algebra or neither like that of geometry. Sets are having its own operations. For example, if you consider two sets like A and B, there can be some common elements in both the set. Then how will we represent? We name it as intersection of two sets. Intersection means common will be there. Intersection is a common location. If it is represented in Venn diagram, if one set is drawn like this, another set is drawn like this area can be called as intersection normally. So the common elements will be written here and will be shown as intersection of two sets. This is the symbol used for writing intersection in set condition. This looks like upside down U, but it is not little flat while writing. Okay. Little more about intersection of sets. If there is a set 1, 3, 5, 7, another set 2, 3, 6, 7, there are some elements common if you look into. 3 is common. Only 3 is common. 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 in both. So when we draw a Venn diagram, we will put that 3 in common place and remaining A will be here, B will be here. So this way Venn diagram is a very good method of showing the intersection of sets. Here is another example. A is 1, 3, 9, 11, 13 and B is 1, 9, 11. 1 is there in both, 9 is there in both, 11 is there in both, only 13 is different. So when an intersection of these two elements come, 3 is also not there. We can represent the Venn diagram in this case in a different way. A is a set of numbers having A is a set having 5 elements and B is a set having 3 elements, and all the elements of B 1, 9, 11 are there in A. Understood? So we can show it in the form of subset where A is a set and within that we can show the B subset. But if you talk about the just explained topic intersection, for intersection also, as the members of P are there in A, it can be shown as if the intersection will be B itself. B itself is the intersection. So how we will write, that is what is A intersection B ka answer ही B हो गया. Or we can say that B is subset of A in such situation. So from that we can conclude one thing. When B is subset of A, B is subset of A, then we can naturally say that A intersection B will be B. Understood? So this way we can understand the relationship between subset and intersection set. Intersection is talking about common, subset is talking about one within the other. Sub is always under main or universal. Intersection of set means A intersection B or B intersection A bolo, both will be having same answer. And just now I told you, if A is subset of B, then A intersection B will be A, and if A intersection B is equal to B, that means B is subset of A. And A intersection B common becomes subset of A. In that case, A intersection B will be subset of B also. That was what the example was. And A intersection A dash kabhi nahi hoga. A dash is something which is not there in A. So intersection will not be having any common element. So it will be an empty set. And if you think about A intersection A itself, common, it will be, the answer will be A only, and A intersection empty set will be having nothing common, so naturally it will be an empty set. These are all again conceptual. A intersection empty set means nothing, so nothing will be the answer. So null set, zero set. Understood? That way we should understand. There is another concept in set formation, disjoint set. As the name indicates, dis is always dissimilar, disappoint and disappear and disconnect. Negative hai. Disjoint set means joined hai nahi. Here is a beautiful example of the letters used in the word laugh and cry. Both are opposite. Laugh and cry. If you think about the common intersection of it, na, L-A-U-G-H make laugh. Cry doesn't have even a single alphabet used in laugh. So they are disjoint sets as far as the words used for making, the letters used for making laugh and cry are a good example for disjoint set. होना भी नहीं मांगते. They are separate opposite things. Okay, suppose that if there is set A is 1, 3, 5, 9 and the set B is 2, 4, 8, is there anything common? No. So disjoint set. Is it subset? No. So that kind of situation is named as disjoint set, where there is no connection between two sets. Union of two sets, it is just like adding two sets. Union ho gaya. Is a set A and set B. If you write together all the elements once in a set, it is A union B. For example, set A is -1, -3, -5, 0, and set B is 0, 3, 5. Union will be the union of -3, -5, 0, -1, 3, 5 all together. And it is represented A union B like this. Maybe like you only, but it is not you. What we did is we have 0 element here, 0 element common, nothing other than that common. So we wrote 0 only once. This way it is represented. There is a connection between union of sets and intersection of sets. In intersection of set also you found what is common. We were picking out here common will be written once. A union B or B union A, both will be having same answer. A union A means A itself. A union A dash, पहले बताया था. A के साथ A complement. Both together will make universal set. That means union of A and A complement will be universal set. The union of A and A complement will be universal set. So the concept should be clear. Set starts in this class 9th standard, and interestingly sets ends over here. The last point I would like to remind you, these all are from your textbook page, exactly copied as it is, because if any kind of assessment is going on in your school, this 20 minutes video will serve as a revision of your textbook important points. Most of these points are written as remember, recall in your textbook, because this is the essence of the lesson. Number of elements in a set, as the name indicates, how many elements are there, how many members are there. For example, if set A is having 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, simply you will say that there are 5 elements. And it is written number of elements in set A is equal to 5. Very simple way of writing. Understood? So my dear students, maths is not that something which you can hear and learn, see and learn, but you have to do and learn. And it cannot be done overnight, so you should do it regularly. This is a time for you to revise your chapter number 1 of mathematics part 1 sets, where most important things to remember is revisioned here, very simply using your textbook. You can watch the video again. The link for the previous video on sets, where explanations are given, examples are explained, is already posted here down. You can click on that link and go to that video. You can also keep your textbook open and go through the textbook. You can see similar things over there. And like always, exercise is given for you, which will help you to practice, to check that whether you understood or not. If you are not getting, you will surely look into the video again, look into the example again. Anyway, you will find out the answer yourself, so that you will become confident and strong and smart enough to answer any question coming in the assessment or exam. Thank you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.